Hello guys, welcome back to yet another BeamNG mod showcase. Today I'm testing out the very realistic fluid spill mod, which is kind of new, and the description seems very interesting. Now of course, in real life, if you crash your car, some oil will spill out the engine. It's what we see in real life, it's what we see in the movies, but that isn't yet in BeamNG, so that's why I'm gonna download this real quick. And then I guess we gotta test it out. Let's do like 60 miles, and if we crash, you can already see that. Oh, that's a big puddle under here. Oh, you can even see it dripping. Wow, I think the placement is correct too. That's coming right out of the engine and the oil. Wow. So let's rip the engine out of here, and you can see there's spills everywhere. And if the engine does settle, the spills get larger and larger. You can see that pool is getting bigger and bigger by the second. Oh, now it turned green. And if you respawn, the puddles still exist. And if you drive over them, of course it's oil, you're gonna lose traction. You saw that? For a short time, you have no traction. And then it returns. Oh, and it gets 10 times better. You can go ahead into HUD apps, then edit your layout, add an app, and then you will find the fluid spill UI app. You can just drag it where you want it, and then you have all these settings, and the menu looks really clean. And here you can set the puddle size. You can make really big puddles. It's really cool for drifting. Let's just set everything to the max. That was like the smallest crash ever, look at that. Okay, that's a bit exaggerated, that doesn't look very realistic. Oh! And there's 3 different fluids that can spill. For example, like gasoline, as you can see if you rip the gasoline tank. It has a yellowish color and it starts burning. And there's also coolant, which is green liquid that is located in the radiator, and there's oil which is located in the engine and is that shiny liquid. And you have all these settings which you can customize to your liking. The default is supposed to be the most realistic, but if you want it more noticeable, you can change it. So yeah, this is pretty crazy. We already had the new graphics, and now with this, even more people are gonna think this is real life. Because if you crash, it's even harder to tell it's a game now. By the way, older cars leak fluids way faster, and cars who don't really have a bumper, for example this one, this thing is gonna leak right as soon as something hits it. So this is like the perfect car. So let's drive it off a cliff and see what happens. Oh yeah, definitely a big leak here. Okay, it isn't really dripping down the mountain, but still pretty cool. Wait, hold on, what happens if it leaks in water? Okay, we got our leak. Oh, it actually works underwater. It even works deep underwater. This makes no sense. Let's just do the craziest, deadliest crash ever and see what happens. Oh! That was brutal. Oh yeah, that does not look good. It's literally dripping through the bottom of the car. Here, right on the pavement. Oh, why? Ha! That's your fault, bro. You can't drive now. Yeah, he drove through the oil. But for example, if I lose fluids on a solid surface, it will just start splashing everywhere and then fall back down. And it will be actually under the surface, even though it doesn't make sense. See, you can kind of see it pool under here and drip, even though it's technically a hard substance. And yes, every BeamNG car can lose fluids. Okay, this thing is just breakdancing. Yeah, that should be adjusted to size. Probably is. And yes, this does work with mod cars, like every other car. And yes, every car can lose oil, even if it doesn't have a radiator or oil pan. If it crashes, you can see this motorcycle actually loses oil. Heck, even this bicycle can lose oil like that. Oh, that's actually a lot. Yeah, this is like the blood mod for cars. It's like a long trail of oil here. And I'm gonna explain a couple of those settings that you have in the UI app real quick. The puddle size is pretty obvious. Max puddles, know that this will increase lag. Opacity, it will, yeah, if you go higher it's much easier to see, but it gets less realistic. And you can set your grip, how much your car will lose traction, and you can do that on oil and coolant. And this is how fast your tires lose that oil stuck in the tires. And here you can set the puddle's max diameter. If they're completely full, they can get up to 8 meters here, and how deep they are. Now this is how much oil is in your car, and yeah, of course if you set it high you're gonna have much more oil to lose. And the leak rate is how fast it leaks. Here's the crash splash, which is the initial amount of oil that comes out of your car before it starts to leak. So it's really like a splash. This is how much your tires pick up from the oil you drive over. This is how much oil it requires you to lose traction, and this is how long a track of oil can be, and the maximum amount of tracks and the maximum amount of droplets. Those don't do much. This is the drying time. Of course it dries after some time. It can dry fast or slow. And this is the place rate. You can either place a lot or not that much. You can manually place it without breaking your car. As you can see, you can place a lot and it's just under there. And see how the tires slowly recover from that? Like you can see, I get more and more grip. So they are not permanently damaged, and they're not just damaged for the amount of time I am actually on the oil. They are damaged for a few seconds after that. And you can't just wait it out, you have to drive it off. I can definitely see myself using this. There's just no reason not to use it. A really good mod for mechanics or drivers who want more feedback, or just people who like to crash, because that's always fun too. So yeah, this is definitely a really good year for BeamNG, and overall this mod is really useful. It just looks so realistic now. Of course there's a few things that you could improve here, but it's definitely one of the best mods I've seen in months. So yeah, thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Oh, it actually sprayed forward and on the side.